Hey guys, this is SoFlo Josh and I'm over here at 2023 Miami International Auto Show, and today we have the all-new 2024 Kia EV9 GT-Line all-wheel drive. Now this isn't the full GT. There will be a GT version coming out at a later date. I believe next year is when Kia is expected to fully reveal it. It's going to make more horsepower. Right now, this model right here has 379 horsepower and 515 pound-feet of torque and a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds. Yeah, that's a lot of horsepower for a family hauler. This is, you know, the Telluride was a really good car. I really love the Telluride, and to this day I still think it's one of Kia's nicely designed SUV. My brother actually owns one of these and I still love the design of this, but that design carried over to here and they killed it. They made it even stand out more in a presence where, you know, you might take off that Kia badge and you think it's something else. That's how nicely designed it is. So let's go ahead and talk about the exterior design. So over here in the front we have nice full-on LED headlights with your LED DRL running lights, as well as this digital pattern right here on the grille. Now this is tiger face grille. This is not tiger nose. Kia has gone away from tiger nose and now it's tiger face grille, and I really like the digital pattern of having that. And I think that, if I'm not mistaken, whenever you unlock or lock the car, that pattern makes a little design change whenever you turn it off or unlock it. Over here in the front you do get 360 degrees camera over here with this model. Nice gloss black design up in the front. These do open up depending on how much cooling it needs for the battery. You have both functional vents on either side for the brake. Getting onto the side over here, on the fender side we also have more gloss back, and of course on the lower sill area. This is a GT line, so expect to have that. On the other trim levels you're going to have a more of like a matte finish design to it compared to this gloss black. I'm a little iffy with gloss black. I kind of like it, I kind of don't. I'm in between. I don't hate it too much. On the mirror caps we also have the same thing with full LED turn signals, as well as your camera underneath both of the side mirrors. Nicely designed rims. I have to say, I really do love the design of these rims. They are like a cross shape, and they are for aerodynamics and they're to reduce drag within the whole wheel section. This is one of the primary areas actually that has a lot of drag, so that's why they incorporated these wheels on the side. Getting onto the side here, you have these nice door handles that push out when you unlock them or you are exiting the vehicle, so they will push out. They will be flush, just like many other cars do nowadays. You also have on the bottom of the sill a matte finish design. I love the overall design of the top part as well as the glass section. You know, you have this black portion here that kind of separates the two. It makes it look like it's by itself. It's like an island, you know. Really like the design of it. Over here you press that. It's not working. It was working earlier, now it's not working. You also get these full LED tail lights with turn signals LED and reverse lights LED. GT line badge down there. They also satin finished rear diffuser-esque like. It's not really a diffuser, but it's kind of like, you know, a faux diffuser. You also have your rear camera there, Kia logo, and a nicely done spoiler for the GT line. I'm sure that the GT version will get a more aggressive spoiler. You also do have a camera system up here, so then you can go ahead and toggle that on the rear view mirror. And because this is, like I said before, a 3-row, and you can see there the brake lights and the turn signals come on whenever you unlock it. Getting into the back, we have a section right here where you can go ahead and put that, and you can actually you can actually close it from here rather than closing it up there, because there is kids that sometimes cannot reach up there. Back seat space, you have also electronic charging areas, so when you go out to the woods you can lower the rear seats over here. Actually, these are manually done. The ones on the second row are not. So let's go ahead and fold down these seats, and as you can see, you have a ton of space. Let's go ahead and throw that over there, you have a ton of space back over here, so it's really good. Down here, not so much space. I mean, it's expected not to have that much space, but overall really nicely done. I like how Kia has designed the back end. You know, it still has that space that the Telluride has, but now, you know, you have it in an electric format, and I like it. It's like I've said before, and I'll say this again, this is kind of like a Telluride but electric version, and I'm sure that most of you girls and guys will agree with me when it comes to that. So let's go ahead and continue on with the review. So you can go ahead and close it. As you can see, your license plate is also going to be fully LED, which is a great functionality. And one thing I want to show you, the front. So you press that twice to go ahead and fully unlock it. It is not power lifted unlike some other electric vehicles, so you do have to manually open it. And as you can see, not a lot of space. This would be really good to have your charging cord, or you could put some, you know, maybe something here. Luckily with this car, you do have an emergency exit if somebody is put into here, so do not worry. That is a thing. Luckily Hyundai and Kia thought about that with all their vehicles. Let's go ahead and close it here. Nice and flush. Love the overall front end, side profile, and rear design of this all new, well, first ever EV9. Getting into the vehicle, let's go ahead and look at the door panel. Soft padding all around, and this is not leather. This is not leather. This is actually eco-friendly material all around. You even have it here. It's kind of like a nice fabric material, and I kind of like that. Over here, it's hard plastic, of course. You do get your Meridian surround sound system over here. Gloss gray instead of gloss black finish. Heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel over here, and you have memory seats. Door handle feels nice, plasticky, but it's expected. Window switches here, door unlock and lock, mirror operation. And before we get in, let me show you this cool little thing that actually hires. It's power operated, so that means whenever you're at a charging station, you can go ahead and put this seat all the way back, and you can take a nap while it charges, you know, because EV vehicles do take a long time, so they thought about that. And it is power operated, as well as you have lumbar and so on and so forth. Getting into the interior, nice flat floor all around. Very nice, as you can see there. Love the overall design of the flatness. It is an electric vehicle, so you have a skateboard chassis instead of it being, you know, you have a drive line over here. Over here in the bottom, you have USB Type-C for your media, and then a charging USB Type-C. You also have a button here to turn on the rear occupant 12 volt 180 watt outlet. Temperature over here, thank you Kia for keeping it here instead of keeping it in display. Steering wheel, love the overall steering wheel feeling. The 9-3 grip feel really good. You have your regenerative braking plus and minus over here to increase and lower it. Your stock for your turn signal, as well as your windshield wiper, and you have your transmission selector over here. Full-on digital gauge cluster, and I have to say, being 6 foot tall, a perfect line of sight outside. Heads up display. Love the overall flatness of the interior. Love this rear view mirror as well. As for the top of the roof, we have a sunroof in the front, and we have a larger panel roof in the back, which is good. I like that design, keeping this area open. Oh, the material on the roof actually feels, oh, it feels like a carpet material, like almost like a carpet or material. Yeah, it actually feels very nice. I love the overall design of it. But getting back to the steering wheel, you have that same exact gloss gray material all around. Kia logo right there. Feels very nice. I feel like I can really drive this car in a long road trip, believe it or not. And then over here you have your cup holders. You can press that and it goes ahead and swivels outward, and you can go ahead and close it back up, and even close this section back up, so you have more space there in the middle. You do have a fingerprint right there, your hill descent, camera, parking sensors, as well as your auto hold. Qi wireless charging. I kind of wish they would have like the little area where it stops it from moving and wiggling, because as you can see, well, my case isn't the best, I will say that, but overall it's pretty good. You can also put your key here. Section for like putting little stuff here, it's not the greatest, but then again, we have this whole area right here, so you'll be safe there. You know, like you have a lot of access to put storage. Over here in the glove compartment, lined and damped with felt, you even have a shelf style. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's very, very nice. Love the design, as well as the air vents. Clean, minimalistic design. That's what I like in vehicles. I like minimalistic designs, and overall really good. As well as the fabric on this side here feels very, very good. So let's go ahead and get out of the vehicle and let's go to the rear seats. Now the rear seats don't have a ton of lighting, so I'm gonna try my hardest. You have the sunshade right here, or some people like to call it peasant blockers. I don't know why. Gloss gray finish again, same exact material, soft touch, heated and ventilated seats. Really cool to see for a second row, and the exact same fabric material. I really like the eco fabric material that some of these car makers are actually doing lately. Really, really, really nice, and especially I feel like I like this better than having leather in my car or cloth. Over here, nice little tray area, which is pretty sick. I mean, this is cool because you could put like your food here, any kind of like Pop-Tarts or anything like that, or even, for example, the kids can play Uno back here. Whoever's back here. Nice captain chairs. I think that the base trim actually comes with bench seats. You also have pocket areas here, USB Type-C for the back end as well. Closing the door, actually I'm not going to close the door, I need more lighting in here. You have your temperature up here for the tri-zone area, and you could also move the front end of this seat, just like every Hyundai and Kia product. But these seats feel very nice and plush. Really love the material. It's not leather, it's definitely not feeling like leather. I mean, it feels like a foam material, but I can't quite put what the material is called. I probably have to look it up, but it feels very, very nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and get into the back. Now remember, this is the GT line, so of course you're gonna have a nicer interior compared to getting the base trim. This is electronically controlled rear seat. I kind of wish it was more manual. I'm not a really huge fan of electronically controlled rear seats, but as you can see there, you have a grab handle right here. It's nice and sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. Getting into the rear seats here, and I'm in the back. And I have to say, over here, it's actually pretty good. So let's go ahead and press that button again, and it's gonna fold back. Let's see, right there. Pretty good actually. I mean, my legs kind of, if I were to sit up properly, my legs kind of are angled in a way, but the seat bottom itself is angled as well, so that's a good thing. I like that idea. USB Type-C on both ends of here, and you have cup holders on both of the sides here as well. So overall design really nice. You have your LED lighting and your vents up there, but I think Kia knocked it out of the park. You even have you have a full speaker here, you have a speaker there, and another speaker there. You don't have one on this side, unfortunately, for the driver's side version. But let's go ahead and get out of the Kia EV9 GT-Line. And yeah, I have to say, really nicely designed. The car feels solid. The interior quality is up there, 100% up there with the competition, and I think that this model will be a seller within the United States, especially for those people who want a family hauler who can go to campsites for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.